Yeah. So now you're still not live because I have to like go on YouTube and tell it to accept, right?
Mm-hmm.
So wait. Right. Should be live.
Okay.
There we go. So
that's the fun stuff.
now the buttons for the controls there, I think you want to press F5. Well, you can just drop OBS and go into Assetto. Right. Yeah, the F keys you control the cameras, so.
Okay. Is there any? Oh, that's a screenshot.
I also like open the apps menu on the side.
Where's that?
It should be on the side. Move your mouse to the right side of the screen.
Oh.
Yeah. So open the apps and yeah. So you want to turn off AutoCam. No. Well, click there. Click on the AutoCam. Now on the corner, yeah, turn that off, and now you can close it again. So now, because that was like overriding your control, so now you should be able to change cameras with the F keys.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there you go. You can also, I think it's, wait, if you do Shift F5, you should have free control over the camera whilst still following a car.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
very realistic, but no, that's orbital camera. But if you do Shift F5, oh wait, maybe no, wait, that might be a setting you gotta enable, but we don't have time for that. Never mind. But yeah, that's orbital camera you can use. Yeah. Another, go and open the Bcast app. Should be on the side. Bcast, it's Bcast session info or Bcast file. One of those on the side, on the list. There's a bunch of Bcast ones. Wait, no. Look at those. Turn them all on, I guess. So, yeah. Right.
Oh, I see.
Just, yeah. So that's the standings. Yeah, you wanna want that one. That one says the name of the driver and stuff. You wanna close that one, the one with the your info. Just press the Assetto Corsa button.
I don't know what that is. I never played this one.
On the essential? Yeah, okay, yeah. Now you wanna close all the ones you don't want, I guess. Probably the config one. You can turn it off from, yeah, config. There we go. And the other one has time and the list. I guess that's two different lists. I don't know which one you like more. But one is from Assetto Corsa and that one is from the app. So to change cars, you should be able to press my name on the list, right?
No.
On the other I think it has to be on the other list.
It's the other list.
How do you... There should be an hotkey to change car. Actually, I forgot how to change view. Well, you wanna meet Mark, our resident Uruguayan, in the other call?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, what?
I'm sorry. I didn't know what you said.
If you wanna change call,
Oh, yeah.
alright. Wait. So, I'm just trying to remember how to change focus between drivers.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find.
Can you show me the Bcast menus, the list? Oh man, I can see the quality is too bad. Wait. So, get Bcast fast, maybe?
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, that's Mark. So yeah. So there should be a button to change to trackside cameras to be more realistic. It should be F2 maybe, or F3.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know, each track has a different number of camera presets on trackside, so yeah, now I'm gonna move you, and I think you're kinda ready. Now it's a matter of experience, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay, I see. Thank you
Alright,
for helping me.
yeah, I mean, it's a lot of shit to dig in.
Yeah.
So the timer is counting down, and then we have 10-minute practice, and then we have the race.
Okay. How long is this race?
So,
just 40-ish minutes?
50 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's still in a bit. But if you wanna go to the bathroom, you can. But I'm gonna move us to the other chat so people can join, I guess.
All right. No co-host yet.
Yeah, that's kind of being hard, but
Yeah.
I can try to find one. But hello, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Hello.
So, Mark meets our resident streamer for today.
Okay. Hello.
He's learning the ropes. He is completely unpaid, so you can't complain about his work. Also, he's
Okay.
learning, so
Okay.
you know.
Nice to meet you,
Brant. That's my name.
Brent. Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna change that in Discord. In this one.
Nice.
Whatever. You can do possibly worse than I was doing with my stream, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go. So we got 45 minutes before the practice and the
No, this is practice. 45 minutes
Ah.
before qualifying.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's 10 minutes of qualifying.
Okay.
How's it been going, Obi?
I'm alright. Ish.
Alright. What happened?
Some slight issues, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, my rib cage is hurting for no reason, which I'm kinda dreading for this track.
Mm-hmm. No kart racing?
No, it's not even in the side that I hurt last time, so it makes no
Okay.
sense. It's in the front, and I don't remember eating anything in the front.
Hmm.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Came out of nowhere, I don't remember eating anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe it's just a pulled muscle or something.
Yeah, it's probably that. Probably from bad position, but don't want to admit that.
Mm-hmm.
It's never my fault. Oh man.
Oh my god! Ah. Well, I predict I'm going to get a lot of stupid restrictors in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I am in the same boat here.
But at least you're fast.
I'm only about like 9 seconds off the pace, you know.
No,
I'm
no, no,
fast.
you're not 9 seconds off the pace. You're 9 seconds off of Corsa, which is not the pace.
The pace is whatever the leader is doing, so I'm.
No. Not when it is Corsa.
So Costa is -3 off the pace, I guess. -5 actually.
Yes.
Fucking. He's like. He was at a level that was like annoyingly fast, but I'm like, yeah, I can see that. Now he's just like, no, I cannot see that anymore.
Yeah.
And like,
Well, I saw that lap live yesterday, and it's just insane.
yeah.
But, well, as always, but better.
Yeah. So, I'm in the server, ish.
Okay.
I was helping him set up the streaming software, and
But are you racing, Brent, or just streaming?
I am
No,
not
it's just-
racing, just streaming
Oh, okay.
and
he
commentating.
doesn't like these cars.
I don't.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I suck at driving. It's kind of the
I
only
mean,
reason why.
Well,
Everyone
mean-
does it first.
I'm here, and I suck ass, so...
Yeah. We are on the stream right now. I just saw
Yeah.
you hit the wall.
You want to race, so if you suck ass, we all suck ass, and I can't have them.
Yeah, but here is Obi in the Ferrari.
Yeah. So you already know the cars better than. Never mind. Not this.
I mean, it's like a red Ferrari.
Oh, you forgot. Wait, what?
Well, you're.
My card is red on your screen.
Yes.
Oh, he doesn't have the skin packs, does he?
Oh, no, I don't.
Wait, but don't they come with the cars?
That's what I thought too.
They should. I mean,
Uh,
gets updated on my end when I download the cars, but...
I need like a list of what everyone drives.
Oh my god! Oof. That's a hard one.
So didn't really have time today for that, but
I know, but for the next time. Be great.
there's 2 Ferraris, and so Mark is driving is a BRM type. Wait,
15.
Type what, 15, yeah. And it has a V16 1.5 liter supercharged engine.
Okay.
Yes. It's British, so it's
Mhm.
also misfiring. So it's 100 horsepower down of what Wikipedia says it is. That's the law reason for why it only has 320 horsepower. It's misfiring because it's British.
I see.
Yeah, it's totally not misfiring because I crashed into the wall 5 times.
Oh, well, that's even more misfiring.
Mm-hmm.
Now I deactivated an entire cylinder bank for fuel saving, but the fuel hose is still throwing the fuel out, it's just not into the cylinder.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not fuel saving.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm not fit for this today. Every time I turn, my rib cage hurts a bit.
Oh my god. Ah! I really need to find some more time to practice for the championship races or something, because I'm sucking ass badly.
Yeah, you haven't adapted well to the BRM. Well, to this season. You were doing great at the end of last season.
Yeah, but last season I put a lot of time and effort on learning to drive the
Yeah.
Alpha.
I mean,
This
you
time
did,
I
but
don't have that time.
you weren't the only one putting time and effort last season.
Yeah, but from the bad drivers we had last season, I think I'm the only one that's done. I mean,
Shush. No allow. Oh yeah, so I don't
I
know
don't
why
see
you're
Noah
not getting
here.
delivery.
You know.
Not sure why he's not getting deliveries.
I don't know. Maybe having do you still have the server restricted by Steam ID? Maybe Steam being here is fucking around with that or something.
How would that play a role?
I have no idea, but
Hello.
that's a thought. Hello, Costa.
Because he has the BRM RRL livery.
Okay.
Wait,
Cool.
are you in the RRL livery? You are, right?
Yes, I am.
Right. It doesn't have the 1 to 5 RRL livery, but he has.
Well, I haven't seen you, so I don't know. Maybe you don't have, and it's on your end the problem.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
But that would be weird.
Well, Assetto Corsa is weird.
Assetto Costa.
Yeah.
That's basically the name of our
Change
league.
the
now.
name, yeah.
Assetto Costa. By the way, Costa, now we share a record together. Hold hands. Ooh.
What?
Most podiums, 25.
Wow.
You caught up to
would
me.
be a shame if
basically.
that was destroyed today.
Well, if I get a podium, it won't be destroyed. But I probably won't because I can't drive it. And Josh
You
is
can.
last year, and so is Leo.
You can. Just be faster than them, it's easy.
Shut up. I'm injured. I have a concussion and I'm injured.
Oh,
Again with the concussion.
it came back.
Yep.
It's like the woman's headaches.
Yeah.
They just poop. I mean,
But to be fair, if it's not today, it'll be next race. So. By the way, I mean, I think Enzo forced me to choose the BRM, by the way, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
oh, you're not going to the alpha?
I wanted it, but Enzo
Oh my
wanted the
God.
BRM and I felt bad for him.
Well, join the losers club then.
What?
Thank you.
What the fuck? I mean, I'm like, well, I haven't won in the BRM yet. I've won in the Alpha, so I don't need the Alpha, right? So yeah, Brent, you
Yes,
still there?
I am.
In this race, you can like play around with everything. Like, you don't have to try too hard to make it professional because you're learning. It's like your practice.
Driving is
Yes.
driving the Talbot. What do you mean? Take
Not
seriously.
He's not driving the Talbot. He's gonna trim the race. He's our broadcaster.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm sitting in the pits in my little Talbot. I will not be
Damn.
driving any cars. I'm watching Mark go around. He's going into turn 3 right now. Rode the curb. Coming up into turn 4 into
Oh, you really don't want to commentate this.
into San Francisco Hill.
In the server now, go commentate. We'll have more fun.
Through the S's. Into turn 8, brake late, hit the wall. And into turn 9, hairpin, maternity bend, hit the wall once again, killing the baby. But get on the power to turn 10, try not to hit the wall, and just barely scrapes by past the Kenward advertising through the cliff into the solitude S's. That's gonna be your life after you killed that baby.
Yo, I think we got a talent here.
Yes.
Yeah. If we can make that funny.
Oversteering, it's like an ice rink. Never mind that it's 95 degrees in freedom units here. At wonderful Chinese Macau, gambling capital of the world.
It's Portuguese. It's 1951. It's still ours.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's even worse. Less freedom. Alrighty, into turn 19. The Asian casino hairpin.
I mean, it's Macau. I'm pretty sure every building is a casino here.
Yeah. Run right, hit the wall once again. Oh no, avoid the wall. Leave it an inch. There is no room for error. This is a driver who is completely comfortable with his car. Hello.
Hello, Anton! How's it going?
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Oh, good. And you?
I'm fine. I'm
good.
fine. Still
They
no
all
power
look
supply,
well.
but
Oh, man.
otherwise I'm fine.
So you're the co-caster today, I guess. with the
Co-caster?
band. Yeah.
I am.
No,
Yes.
I don't know about that, mate.
We have a.
I
Since you're
mean-
not driving, you have to be the
The
co-caster.
thing is, I need to be kind of quiet here.
Oh.
Ah.
So
I won't be
if
able
I
to
would be
concentrate.
at the old
No,
house,
that-
I would have absolutely done.
Hello.
Hello. Wait.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Who's
Wait,
there?
who
It's
is
a little bit quiet.
it's Leo.
Oh, hello,
Oh,
Leo.
Hello.
Bem-vindo, mano! Tudo bom? Legal?
Jesus Christ.
Beleza, brother.
Vai embora, mano.
Random Brazilian noises. So is this the new commentator, like Brandt?
Yes, I am the
Yes,
new
he is.
commentator.
Oh,
You got an American
great.
commentator, Yank.
I ran a few guns.
That's
Is
already an up. Like, an
Infinitely
upgrade.
cheaper than the last one, so you know.
Great.
Yes, completely free.
Oh my god.
I
How do
told
you
you I'd-
convince somebody to do this for free?
For free? That's kind of.
I mean,
based.
Well-
I told him I'd pay him a beer. Come on.
Yeah.
Now your slave empire is growing. mate.
Actually,
Look.
I wanted to pay him, but he told him, "Nah, just buy me a beer or something." I'm like, okay.
Yes. I.
Your terms are acceptable.
It's really hard for me to miss up a chance to just talk. I like talking over people. It's great. And talking about stuff. I love hearing the sound of my own voice. It's fantastic.
There we go.
God damn. Okay, that's you. No, who is that? It just went
Oh
by
god.
me.
I'm in the pits. I'm not driving at
No,
all.
it's okay. Yeah, no, it's Leo.
I'm out of the pits.
Does anyone want to stream their game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Go to the YouTube channel. It's
Yes.
live
Right,
right now.
but that's delayed, mate. I like to
Mm.
see
Oh.
the action instantaneously, mate.
Oh yeah, you're in the URL. Leave it on my end, Obi.
I won't.
Yeah.
I'll make sure you won't miss any part of the action here
Good.
on Sky TV
Great.
Sports.
Okay, I don't have a red button though.
That sucks for you. You'll just you'll have to watch it on YouTube. The highlights.
Do you get that reference, Mark?
Yes.
Okay,
I don't.
thought you didn't
You wanna
watch
explain?
F1. They always stop
I
to
watched
say
the
that
highlights.
okay, they always stop to say that when commentating. They say like, "Oh, and if you have Sky Q or Sky Glass, you can press your red
Oh,
button
right,
and then you
yeah,
can see all the action."
To be fair, I didn't know that, but as I said, I only watched the highlights, so I got that part.
I haven't
What?
watched like the last 4 races or something.
And you're
You haven't
paying for
missed-
that.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not. What the fuck?
You haven't missed a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
And lights out and Max won again.
You
Spoiler.
could summarize every race like that, probably.
Well, I mean, Alonso going to the podium is exciting, right?
Yes, but
Not
by now it's
anymore,
kind of
so-
expected.
I'll be right
Now
back
it's kinda not
before.
happening.
I want him to win a race at least one.
I think the bridge has sailed, to be honest. The bridge.
I mean,
The bridge
the
is
bridge has sailed.
I don't think
Whoa.
it's structurally good when that happens.
It makes total sense what you mean. So,
I just had the Grand Tour bridge in my mind's eye with the
Ouch.
slope.
this. Oh, you're getting us cancelled already on.
Are we streaming already?
yes.
Yes.
Oops. I'm. Well, no one's watching anyway, right?
Right.
Yep.
They're gonna dig up this in like 4 years and then see, ooh, oh, the races.
Oh my god! Bonk.
Boom.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm going to die so many times on this track. Don't
It's
think
Macau.
I'll survive.
Don't be so negative.
The good old bus.
Damn it.
Hello.
Also, Obi,
What?
you used my old livery on the thumbnail. Why did
That's
you do
right. Because the AI shows delivery, not me.
that? Just uninstall it.
No. That's variety.
Why?
That's variety.
I will be right back. I'll be back by the time
Okay.
qualifying happens.
Nice.
Good.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Fuel is not brand.
Turn, you bastard!
I'm going like 5 seconds slower at least with all fuel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Track is sensitive to fuel.
Gonna try some setup on this thing.
Nice love.
Rio 17.
It's all fuel, off tank I mean.
Yeah.
God damn it, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, you can spend 3 minutes of your life watching my lines.
It's
You'll
not
learn
that
a lot.
I just watched it and I forgot everything immediately.
Great.
I'm not fucking Mark Verstappen, okay? I can't just watch you and learn. That's not how that works. So what's the status on the power supply, Anton?
It's in delivery, and it's very weird because basically I got like a tracking link, right?
Yes.
And it's coming from Germany,
Mm-hmm.
and basically I got like updates up until 2 days ago,
Hmm.
where it was on the German border, and since then I haven't got any updates,
Hmm.
which is strange, but yeah.
I mean, it's in another country, so
Yeah.
it's usually what happens when you get to a border.
Yeah.
It takes a few days for them to
Yeah,
clear it.
the weird thing is, like, a
Not
few
in
days ago,
Europe.
like, for my, in the EU, it usually goes pretty fast, like,
Yeah, it just goes by.
Hmm.
I received a mouse pad for my birthday from some friends in Germany, and they, they sent it over, like, it was there in 2 days.
Hmm.
And it's a Jesus print mouse pad.
Oh.
Jesus on it. They didn't tell me.
Get it? Cause you're Jesus, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
It's
explaining
AI
you the
generated
joke.
Jesus with a guitar.
Oh my god.
It and you know why? That's because the Hirimato thing, right? Because my mousepad was really small and I was complaining about it the entire time, and now I have a big Jesus mousepad.
Big juicy.
Irimato.
Yes.
Oh, I don't like this. My brakes will overheat during the race. I'm
Well,
fucked.
you'll
You're
be
7 seconds faster
7
than
seconds,
anyone.
yeah, in
What
front
the
of
Oh,
fuck?
yeah.
everybody. So
You'd
I
be
wouldn't worry
ashamed
about that.
if you hit the wall at 300 kph and your engine dies.
Man, I hope I'll still be able to drive when I get my power supply. It's been such a long time now.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, you know,
I will
practice
practice
in
as
real
much as I
life.
can. Yeah. What?
Eh?
In the road, yeah.
I'll get
Go
shot,
go
mate.
out.
You know how it is in France.
Uh,
Driving without a license.
just run over some pedestrians or something.
Based. There are none here, though.
American.
You
Yes.
still could
Hmm?
play, like, I don't know, the GP Legends or something. That's
I
not
don't know
so.
if that would run. Does that run on a 1 gigabyte
Don't-
VRAM
Bro,
graphics card?
it's a 1998 fucking video game. What do you think?
Yes,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have that game, okay?
It's
I'd look into it.
it's older than you by like a decade.
A decade. Is it from 1994?
Almost. I'm dying. Bonk.
I'm going to suffer this race.
Yeah,
I
we'll
don't
pick
think
this track.
anyone-
Jesus Christ.
I
Costa
don't know.
is gonna enjoy it.
It's the third Portuguese GP.
It's the third, yeah, I guess.
Yes.
You're all jealous you don't get 3 races a year.
Why is it Portuguese? I don't get that. What?
Because Macau belonged to Portugal.
How?
Yeah. Until
They
1999.
they went there. They did that. Like the Netherlands had the Philippines, and like that's what
Yeah.
European countries did. That's the
Yeah,
reason you
we
speak
just-
Spanish, mate.
That's, yeah. It was Portuguese until 1999.
Mm,
At which time they were like, yo, let's give it back because we're bitches.
mhm.
And like
Same
every
with Hong
country
Kong,
was like,
basically.
yeah, every country was like, yo, colonialism is bad. And Britain was like, yeah, but we keep Gibraltar, I guess. Fuck you guys. And I
We
agree.
keep the
'cause
rock.
The Rock, yeah.
It's just a rock. Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Someone new joined. Hello.
It's Nick, I think.
Hello, Nick. What you
Hi,
doing,
Dr.
mate?
Nick.
Oh, yeah, who's Nick?
I don't know.
Somebody.
Welcome, Nick. I hope you have fun with this bunch of deranged people.
Hi, Nick.
I don't know if you should be the person saying that. Really. I am the only viewer.
We can't hear you, Nick. If you got some questions, you might have to write them.
Could we make a channel, like a writing channel for the
For the
voice
voice
calls?
chat?
Yeah, for people that don't have mics, I guess.
I think that there is one automatic
Yeah,
one.
yeah, true, but it's annoying to use. I don't know. I prefer it the old
Well,
school.
That
we
is-
have voice chat in
That is
launch.
race
Yeah,
chat.
race chat.
yeah.
Yes.
True,
And
but
Yeah, see,
you
now
can
we have just found
write in general,
what
maybe.
race chat is for. See?
Yeah, we've
That's a good
just
point.
decided.
Yeah. Oh, now I still need to figure out fuel.
Just full tank and then 1 liter.
Man, I would have loved to drive this side.
I mean, that's what I'm going to do, but still, if I don't need a full tank, that would be nice. You know. Let's see, we are at 3 minutes 10, something like that.
Damn it.
Yeah, it would be more or less between 16 and 17 laps.
Why are half the people on Discord now just called their initial and then 3 dots? Am I the one?
Initial.
Because you are streaming.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
it's
so
because
dumb.
if someone has a offensive name, I guess.
Oh yeah, red tea is very offensive.
Yeah.
Alright. Streamer mode disabled. Dumb. That's like the dumbest thing. I'm not even streaming, I just have OBS open.
That's like for stream snipers and stuff, for not reveal complete people's identity on streams.
Right.
Okay, let's try full view.
Oh. This says full fuel is 18 laps.
For me, it says 16. So I'm doing full tank
Anyways.
plus 30 liters.
6 people.
I have to
No,
go
5.
full tank and 50 liters.
They use way more fuel than us, cause, you know, fast.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking problems.
I mean, that sounds like a lot of fuel for such a tight track, but I don't know.
Well, it's 19.5 liters every lap at least.
Did people here speak Portuguese from zone 99 or
Not all of them.
It was
Definitely
like an
not.
official language, but no one spoke it,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure.
oh, okay.
Like an yeah.
I mean, I think they had like both languages in the line.
I mean, if you go to Hong Kong nowadays, they most of them speak like English, but there's everything in Chinese as well. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it's probably about the same. Yeah.
Okay. Because you know how colonies work, at least here. We ended up being conquered by the Spanish and we speak Spanish, so.
Yeah, because that was earlier. I think. Yeah, it was way earlier.
Oh, this was
So
not that
there-
early?
I think it was like 1700 something, 1800s maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same as here,
I'll
basically.
look that up. I
Oh
don't
my
know
god.
why, but they seem to force South America to adopt their language, but they didn't do that in other places that much.
The thing is that here in South America, the people that was living here already with their own language were killed, so
Yeah.
we are basically a bunch of Europeans that were born
Yeah.
here. It's not like
Couldn't really do that with the Chinese because there's too many of them. Okay, this is 1557. 1557 is when the Portuguese arrived in Macau.
1557. Wow, that's way earlier than here.
Yeah, that's way earlier than I thought.
Oh no, oh no.
I just found the Chinese name for Macau, and it's a long ass fucking name. Holy fuck! Let's send it off topic. What in God's name?
Okay.
I thought that was a German thing.
Long names.
Yes.
What the fuck? No, there's no. That's like official Republic of the Special Administrative Operation and possibly.
Probably, yes.
Yeah,
But that's
Sure
so
one.
fucking long. What the fuck?
surely.
No,
That
the thing
doesn't
with
even
long
look
names-
like Chinese. That looks like
That's just Chinese transcribed in.
that looks Mongolian. Not gonna lie.
No, what? No.
What do you know about Mongolian? That's
They
a big
kill-
question. Don't answer it.
Yeah. Okay. I would have like given you all the facts from the Grand Tour episode.
Right. They've got. I mean,
Is calling somebody Mongolian and insulting your respective
no,
countries?
it would be
Yeah, Yeah,
Mongoloid.
that's. Came of Mongolia in school. They were like, oh, disabled people, right?
Okay, that's
Thing
something
is-
that transcends what others then.
Yeah.
It's just
The
very
thing-
similar.
Mongoloid is a scientific term
Mm-hmm.
for like Eurasian people. So
Mm-hmm.
we're all Mongoloids or something. I don't know.
Alright.
I don't know exactly. I'm not gonna say anymore because I don't know. But it is a scientific term, according
I
to
will Google
Wikipedia.
that now.
At least it was like, at least like a few years ago.
Not to be a Mongoloid.
Mongoloid is an obsolete racial group.
Ooh.
Don't keep going, man.
No, it's interesting.
Oh, you're killing me. This is all going on on.
On
God
the
damn
stream.
it.
I never said that I support them. You can still talk about the things. Right?
But you do though, don't you?
No, maybe a bit.
Oh god, no, my ribcage is fucked. Oh,
Oh my god! Ah!
every
Damn.
time I laugh, like, I don't know. I think I pulled a
Did you
muscle or
hurt yours-
something. No,
What the fuck?
well, every time I move,
Watch him laugh as he dies.
bro, legit, like, it's not even, like... Oh man.
Today I will practice hit entry.
Where's Josh? He has to participate after the hype.
He did some laps.
Yeah, he did.
Did Josh choose this one?
No, there's no choices anymore.
Oh,
It
okay.
became a dictatorship recently.
Okay.
What?
I chose it. Because there's a diversity quota on, like,
Women, and there's no women, so you play the role of the
no. I'm like, well, it's the world championship, right? So we need a race on every continent. So I'm like, trying to find for a bit an Asian racetrack, and there was none from the 50s.
I think
Literally
we have every
none.
continent. We've done every
Yeah.
continent now, I think, right?
They were too,
Now yeah,
there's n-
after this, yeah.
there was no racetrack in Asia in the 50s.
There is this one. That's
Oh.
the only one I
Fuji?
could find.
Fuji
Fuji was from 65.
Nah. This is some Indian racetrack.
Bro, come on. They didn't even have paved road.
Oh, guess who that was? Okay.
Yeah, that's Egypt.
Yes, and there's also Tripoli in Africa. We could go there one
Oh
day.
yeah, Libya, cool.
Yeah. And there's
Olivia?
South Africa. There's also South Africa.
The Kialami, right?
No, that's
No,
from
the
the
other
60s.
one. The other one.
Prince George, yeah, the one with the funny
Prince
name.
George. We racing on Prince George, do you know it?
But that's more like late 50s. It doesn't fit with these cars. So.
Watching you guys
We
go
don't have a
around
race
is
in
fun.
Antarctica.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Well, we haven't
Antarctica
gone
is-
to North America yet, but we will in the Indy 500. So
yeah, yeehaw.
Fucking.
you say that. It's gonna be 4 hours of you seeing people drive in
Oh yeah, that's
circles.
gonna be a challenge. You
Oh,
said you
yeah.
like talking, but that was
Oh,
Yeah.
I
That's a hard one.
I could make it interesting. I could make anything interesting.
Yeah, okay. I have a challenge for you. Look, watch the Spa race from last season.
Okay. What happened then? Did everyone
Nothing
no,
happened.
nothing.
nothing? It was like the one Formula 1 race in 21. You guys just did a parade lap, called it a day.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
3
we
hours
did, like,
long almost.
3 hours. Yeah. Basically,
like-
everyone died in the beginning, and then everyone was driving for themselves. And
Yeah, there was like
commentators
5
were
drivers.
talking
Mm.
about random Disney movies and shit like that.
Yeah, it's true. Everyone. I'm, like, not gonna lie, that was the moment I'm like, I'm literally paying for people to talk about fucking Disney. Like, it's not even their fault either. So,
Ah, there he is.
hi Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Hey,
Hey
How's it
man,
going, mate?
I'm later than normal, and that's a problem.
Good corner, Leo. Good corner. Look at you.
He doesn't need the patronizing. He's quite good.
He is. I've been watching him.
Yeah.
He hasn't hit a wall like some other people.
Yeah, that's the standard. If you don't hit the wall, you're good.
Yeah.
think
I get the
it's
feeling
too many
everybody's going to get
walls.
50% restrictor as soon as they hit turn 2, lap 1.
Probably.
Do you guys count those two little kinks in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using a weird
Oh,
track
I do.
map. Yeah. Got the one right after the start finish. Then you got like a weird kink that isn't a turn but is a turn. Then you got the tight right-hander. That's turn 3 for me. I'm counting 22 turns.
We all have weird kinks, but you didn't have to say it.
Ah.
Wow.
Oh, Leo did a 302.6. Still 9/10 off of Maditus. Mad Titus.
You can call it God.
That sounds like a disease. That sounds like a disease.
Yeah.
That is a disease. If you ever,
I have
that is
hepatitis.
pretty much a disease, to be honest.
Struggling with locking front tires or rear tires.
Yeah, it's really
Okay.
shitty.
You guys use what brake bias?
I'm on 92 or 93, I believe.
What?
What?
You right?
No, 62 or 63. guys.
Okay, yeah, that's,
Yeah.
that's
I flipped the
Wait,
number
Leo?
around. Okay.
Leo, which car are you driving? 375?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, use like 68, something like that.
Yeah, I think it
always
was
use
something
68,
like that.
69.
I'll give it a try.
Am I supposed to go in my own Discord channel when I'm broadcasting? I don't-
If you want.
yeah.
And then
I don't
if
think
people
anyone's-
retire, you can tell them to come into the voice chat
Yeah.
for an interview. Yeah. But if you can stay here, but I think people want to focus.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I
not like we
will-
are focusing. Come on.
But if you
I
can
will
stay
laugh
here,
way too much
I don't know.
if he commentates here.
Yeah.
I will
That's
crash.
true. Yeah, that's true.
Alrighty.
She was commentating me, and I was crashing all
do it
over the
here,
place.
do it
That's
here.
true.
I'll move over once qualifying starts.
Okay.
So I'm the only one watching, so.
Yeah.
I'm watching as well, I mean, I can't drive, but yeah.
Alright, overtime.
Yes.
Oh yes. I
So
want too much rear bias.
Hello and welcome to Revival Racing League. Today we are at beautiful Macau for the practice Grand Prix of the season. We got a great show for you guys today. Got 6 drivers, 6 world-class drivers from all over the world, mostly Europe, competing for this inaugural race of the season. No points today to be had. Just great practice. In the number 28 car, we have Matt Titus, some bloke from Romania, I think. I'm not sure. And in the blue car, we have Leo, star driver of today, at least in my opinion. And then number 3, we have Obi. They're all 28, I think. That's not good. Technical difficulties today. Ooh, and Brooks spins out. Waiting for Mark in the 27 car, going around Lisbon, turn number 3. Get on the power, heading up into turn number 4. Hit the wall, Probably got some damage there. But he continues on into turn 6. Turn 7, the San Francisco Hill. Breaking into turn 7. Quick left-hander into turn 8. Easy to hit the wall. He avoids the wall. Great. Into turn 9. Following up the hill. Into the Solitude S's. Left-handed, second gear. Keep it tidy. Get on the power as soon as you can. Coast it through. Yes, driving. Beautiful driving in the South China Sea, I think, of Macau. I am horrible at geography, horrible at commentating. Everyone here knows as such. Everyone here. All right. It appears as if qualifying is underway. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, starting qualifying. First one out is Matthijs in the Ferrari. Second out is Leo in the Ferrari 375. Behind him we have Josh Brooks in the Ferrari 125. And behind him, and again in the Ferrari 125, we have Obi. And in the BRM Type 15, we have Mark, as well as Enzio. The Alfa Romeo 158, fan favorite of mine. Beautiful car. Not much to commentate on their outlap. Just trying to get used to the car, get used to the conditions, and build up, keep a decent gap in between the cars so no one's lap is interrupted. Only a 10-minute qualifying today in this session. Five world-class drivers from all over the world. 5 of which are from Europe. So there's going to be lots of action here today. This is a very challenging track. Well, Matt Titus going around turn 19, heading up to the Macau hairpin. Starting his flying lap here shortly. Lock up the brakes. Old drum brakes on these cars. Get the power down. Leo close behind. With Josh Brooks following. Get on the power. Now we are starting the lead up to the first lap of qualifying of the season here at Macau. Matt Titus is going to take us through our first lap. And Leo shortly behind. Through the first corner, hold the oversteer and keep it steady. Going into turn number 2, a quick right-hand bend, more of a kink in the front straight. Get it in, get it situated, hold on to it, avoid the wall. Great job here from Matt Titus. Heading up down into turn number 3, a tight right-hander. Heavy braking zone here, especially in these old cars with the old brakes. You gotta brake early and be confident. Locks up but holds it steady. Takes a great line and powers on up the hill. Leo behind takes a wonderful line, holding up with Matt Titus. Up San Fran. Matt Titus goes. Up into the S's, a tight right-hander. Turn number 7 into a tighter left-hander. Turn number 8 into a small hairpin maternity bend. Turn number 9, hard one to get correct. Leo follows just perfectly. Josh follows Leo. Obi follows Josh. And Mark's doing well. Mark's doing great. Matt Titus into turn number 14, combined with turn 15. Tricky S is here to get right. Really easy to misjudge the line. Locks up slightly. Keeps going on the power. Through turn number 16, downhill. Heavy braking zone into turn 17. Tight right-hander. No room for error with these walls. This is an old street circuit. This is a quite technical course, especially compared to other street courses we have today, such as Knoxville and Long Beach. Left-hander, turn number 19. Hard to get this one right. Into Melco hairpin, turn number 20. Leo follows, makes great time. Matt Titus locks up. Leo does not lock up going into the hairpin. Tight, tight, tight. Leaves very little room for error in these old cars with these old steering boxes. Matt Titus coming out of Fisherman's Bend, turn 21, heading down to the front straight once again to finish up his first qualifying lap. Excited to see the times. He did a 3:08 in practice. Let's see what he does here. A 3-minute 6,000th lap. Leo does a 3-minute 900ths. And Josh does a 3:02.8. Let's see what Obi is going to come across the line at in his Ferrari 125. Takes a good yet safe line through turn 22. Hammers it down the front straight. And he does a 3:06. Mark follows down in his BRM Type 15, does a 3:09.4. Now some of these cars are faster than others. Some have a larger engine, which of course means more weight, and have a smaller fuel tank. So the balance of power is good, even though the pace is not balanced. Let's jump up to the front. NZO. No, Josh Brooks has gone into the pits. NZO in the Alfa Romeo doing his outlap. We'll come back to him when the time comes. Mad Titus going through turn 11 into turn 12 into turn 13. These tight S's are hard to get correct, especially in these old cars. Into turn 14, a tight left-hander. Really easy to go into that barrier. Downhill before the uphill. Heavy braking zone into turn number 17. A hard right-hander. Easy to be overconfident here, but Mad Titus knows his limits, and they are very, very low. Powering on, trying to get, once again, another flying lap. Just 0.03 of a second separate Mad Titus and Leo in the Ferrari, and in a separate blue Ferrari, Leo goes up into the Macau hairpin. Mad Titus locks up once again, oversteers slightly, corrects it, catches it, but definitely loses a lot of time. Not going to come anywhere close, I don't think, to his first provisional lap. Leo keeps it nice and tidy as he always does, watching his mirrors, just trying to keep an eye on Josh behind Obi. And coming around after his second lap, Mad Titus goes. Everyone around the world is watching with bated breath, and a 2:58.4. I was completely wrong about that oversteer in the hairpin. He did a fantastic lap. 2:58.4, making almost 3 seconds off his original pace, and Leo does not improve, doing a 3:01.3. Now let's look at Zoe in the Alfa Romeo team. Still on his outlap. Will he have time to finish in qualifying? I don't think so. I think he gave up. Starting 6th. And here is Mark in the BRM Type 15, looking to improve his lap time, and does not a 3:09.4. Let's go to Josh Brooks in overtime. Mark speeding down the front straight towards turn 3. It looks like this is the grid today. In P1, we have Mad Titus. In P2, we have Leo. In P3, we have Josh. P4, we have Obi. Or How. In P5, we have Mark of the Talbot. And in P6, we have NZO of the Alfa Romeo. The Alfa Romeo doing a 10:11. Quite a long lap considering qualifying. Did not set a time essentially. Hits the wall right into turn 14, yes, turn 14, just before the downhill, and hits another wall in the middle of turn 16. A tough car to control, that Alfa Romeo, from what I hear. First gear, just barely holds on, keeps it out of the barrier. This is. I'll be honest with you guys, it's a little hard to commentate. One of you, no one's really watching. I kind of feel like I'm sort of putting out a fire with water at a fire factory, you know? Like, the fire's supposed to be there. It's like a little hard. Like it's like I'm trying to raise the Titanic with just a bucket here. Speaking of buckets, this Alfa Romeo must drive like one, just biffing it through the hairpin, having to go into reverse. Waiting on Josh, I think so, for qualifying. Let's see. Alrighty. Right, that is our grid in P1. Matt Titus of the Ferrari. In P2, we have Leo of, once again, a Ferrari dominating the front row. In P3, yet another Ferrari of Josh Brooks. In P4, a Ferrari 125 of Obi. In P5, Mark of the Talbot. No, the what's it called? The type 15 BRM type 15 of Mark. Never heard of that. BRM. And in 6th position, Enzo of the Alfa Romeo Racing Team. Okay, starting on the grid. And it's lights out, and away we go in the first race of the season. Matt gets away well. Through the first corner, everyone holds it tight. The 4 Ferraris blocking out the Type 15 of Mark. The Alfa Romeo left behind, that small little engine has a hard time keeping up. Matt Titus pulls away. Leo drops down to 3rd. Matt Titus hits the wall, but Josh Brooks catches up wheel to wheel with Matt Titus going into turn 3, the tight right-hander, and Leo pulls in on the straight with his high horsepower into the braking zone. They go almost too wide into turn 3, and it looks like contact. Matt Titus spun out, taking Obi and Mark with him. The Alfa Romeo, the little one that could, goes through, and Matt Titus reversing down the back side straight. Enzo goes on up into 3rd place as Leo leads the train through the streets of Macau. Josh Brooks following closely behind Leo, holding on well. Right-hander, turn number 9, a hard one to get right. Leo's magnificent clean driving might leave poor little Josh here in the dust on these technical chicanes. It seems that blue Ferrari just seems so much easier to control and guide through these tight streets of China. They hold on well. Let's check with the now back run-ins. Obi in P3. Matt Titus closely behind Obi. And Mark behind the battle for P3. The Alfa Romeo has sadly lost its position. That little engine that could. It's heartbreaking, really, folks. But I believe in it still. Leo and Josh still battling for P1. And Obi and Matt Titus battling for P3. Matt Titus takes a look on the inside going into turn number 15. Holds on, sends Obi into the wall right before. Oh no, turn 9. I'm sorry, folks. That was turn 9. I'm lost here. I'm lost. I'm an American. Don't know shit. Leo overtaken by Josh Brooks. Sadly, we missed that overtake. But Josh Brooks leads going into the second lap. Josh from P3 all the way up into P1 just on the first lap in these old cars around such a technical circuit here in the streets of China. Though with the high power of this blue Ferrari, he's going to make quick work of him here on these long and wide front straights of Macau. Leo's looking to get a great exit here at turn 22. It looks like he holds on well, but Josh holds on just as good. Going over the start-finish line. And Josh did a 3:19 that first lap, and Leo did a 3:19.9. Matt Titus. The Alfa Romeo still in 6th. And the BRM Type 15 following alongside. Matt Titus in 3rd, catching up to P1 and P2 of Josh Brooks and Leo. Once again, heading into the 3rd corner. Almost wheel to wheel. Is Leo going to make a move? No, he holds on well. He plans to fight another day, it seems. Looking up into P4, takes a right. Up the hill, up San Fran Hill. Don't know why it's called San Fran Hill. This is China. And coming into turn 7, into turn 8, which leads into a heavy braking zone for turn number 9. Leo and Josh seem to hold on well. Josh and Leo just dancing around these corners like two little ballet dancers, just hopping along, hitting the apexes and bouncing on off. Matt Titus putting in one hell of an effort to catch up, as well as Mark and Joe battling for P4. Leo and Josh keeping their battle going on strong into turn 17, a heavy braking zone up the hill towards turn 18. Leo's getting ever so closer. If I was Leo, I'd be thinking of making a move on the Macau hairpin. These red Ferraris seem to have a hard time breaking into that zone without locking up these small little skinny cross-ply tires. No radial tires. Just up. Goes a little wide. Leo, compared to his normal line, does not make a move, does not get any closer, just merely holds his position well. Now, Josh is going to be staring into his mirrors, hopefully not making any mistakes into these long straights. Matt Titus just now coming onto the back straight. And Leo and Josh taking the last corner into the start-finish stretch. Your standings right now is P1, Mr. Josh Brooks, P2, Leo, P3, Matt Titus, P4, Mark of the Type 15, P5, Obi, and P6, of the Alfa Romeo NZO. Absolutely hammering down the front straight, backfire through the exhaust into third gear, holding the power down on these small little cars up into fourth, heading towards the braking zone, trying to brake as late as possible, yet not too early. They both hold on well. These two are just absolutely perfect match in terms of performance. Despite being in completely different cars with different abilities, they hold on well to each other, one after the other. Constant pace throughout the whole lap, just merely a second behind one another. Up San Fran Hill towards Maternity Bend, a tight right-hander, really easy to send it into the wall if you get too anxious on the exit. They hold on well, as they have been doing. Matt Titus has been catching up so well he could just barely see a glimpse of P2 and P1 of Josh Brooks. Now, if I was Josh Brooks or Leo, I would be wanting to work together and try to build up a bit of a gap between us and P3, drifting through the S's on top of the hill here at Macau. Mark following P3 and P5 of Obi. Just a small glimpse. Now the Alfa Romeo of NZO. Quite difficult to hold on to. Now Leo and Josh holding on well. You can just barely see a small little glimpse of Matt Titus in the background. Going down the back straight once again. Leo now just half a second behind Josh Brooks of England. The red and blue Ferrari racing down the straights with Matt Titus shortly behind, catching up a glimpse of them ever so slowly, 4.5 seconds away. Leo and Josh distracted with each other, battling down the front straight, a battle of wits, trying to hold on to each individual position. Going down the front straight, the most exciting part of the course, in my opinion. These old cars with these old steering boxes and the radial tires, quite hard to control. Leo handles that kink well, going into the first of many heavy braking zones on this track. Try to brake late, get a little sliver of his car besides Josh, but Josh drives just as well, so close to perfection. These two drivers, clearly some of the best in the world. A 15-minute race here at Macau. 39 minutes remaining. 10 minutes have gone by. Leo and Josh just barely holding off Leo trying to find any little weakness, any little gap he can exploit to pass Josh. Meanwhile, Matt Titus in the back has so much to gain and very little to lose. Following them up quickly, Mark 42 seconds behind, and Obi 3 seconds behind Mark, and the Alfa Romeo a poor 62 seconds behind. How? Josh Brooks still holding off Leo of the blue Ferrari. So tight going into turn 14. I think this is No, this is turn 10. No, I don't know. Oh, Josh spins around and collects Leo. Oh. As Matt Titus goes into the Melco hairpin, Leo overtakes Josh in the most controversial way. Josh trying to correct his car, trying to align it with the racetrack. Matt Titus overtakes Josh. Josh, just a bad string of luck here, losing 2 positions in 1 corner, locking up. It looked like into that tight braking zone, heavy braking zone, downhill with a tight right-hander. Could easily be a recipe for disaster. And Leo runs wide in turn 22. Sorry, hits the back wall, barely able to to spin it around correctly. And Matt Titus has taken the lead of the Macau Grand Prix. A healthy lead. It looks like he does not have any damage as well, which is going to be great. As everyone watching knows, when your car is damaged, a small restrictor plate is added. Your power essentially just goes down when you get injured here at Revival Racing League. Here on Assetto Corsa, Leo in P2 is now almost 6 seconds behind, and poor Josh, the washed up race leader, now is 21 seconds behind Leo, 27 seconds behind the leader, Matt Titus. He kept it clean for the time he was behind, and if you look at that, he kept it well. Just dancing this car through what looks like turn 14, perfectly holding that oversteer. These cars, they just feel like they're on ice skates. That's why I'm not driving. I can't ice skate. Through turn 14 into turn 15. I don't know. I'm lost, folks. Okay, and okay, this has to be turn 14, right? Yeah, this is turn 14, going into 15 now. The leader of Revival Racing League goes uphill into turn 17, another tight right-hander, heavy braking zone. That seems to be most of this track up to turn 18. This one's uphill though, so the braking zone's quite easy. Leo following Matt Titus, just merely 6.5 seconds behind, as opposed to Josh Brooks, 22 seconds behind. Now, the sad thing is, Leo would have probably had a bit of a gap on Matt Titus still, but unfortunately got collected with Josh. Through the Melco hairpin goes Leo. And Matt Titus hammering down the back straight through Fisherman's Bend, the second to last corner on this course. With Leo following shortly, just 6.5 seconds behind. Holding that oversteer great. Hopefully taking this final corner once again in a more careful manner as opposed to last lap. Matt Titus holding on strong into third gear, down the start finish straight up to fourth. 8,000 RPM of just Italian power right here. Going down. Leo in the Ferrari in third gear, holding on strong, trying to recoup his losses from the small incident at the top of Melco hairpin. Josh Brooks goes through the start-finish line, once again 22 seconds behind P2. And Matt Titus locks up slightly going into turn 3, but holds on well, catches the oversteer. Seems almost like he's wrangling this horse of the Ferrari like a bull from my home country of Texas. Country? Meh. The Alfa Romeo of NZO doing strong, just keeping on. He is definitely the tortoise of this race. However, the small little engine with the small packaging of the Alfa Romeo into the wall. Poor NZO goes. Ooh, commenter's curse, I guess. Obi holding on strong with the Ferrari. Mark with the BRM Type 15. 5 gears. I think this is one of the rare cars that is a sequential gearbox. Josh Brooks, Leo, and Matt Titus from P3 to P1 in that order. Matt Titus holding on strong. Leo now 8 seconds behind. He must have had a small conversation with the wall, whereas Josh Brooks is still 22 seconds behind, holding on strong. Hopefully he's not going to take any more risk with braking zones, having spun through the hairpin. Leo, I'm sure he is a man with a vengeance. He must feel like he does not deserve P2. He held on so strong following Josh Brooks, only to be slightly taken out by Josh's small little mistake there, whereas Matt Titus easily snaked on by, skirted on by, orbiting the battle for P1. Didn't really have to work for it, just kind of got lucky. I'm sure Leo feels. Matt Titus, though, seems to be doing a great drive, really, at this course. Just keeping it in between the two white lines is successful. Now, Matt Titus is coming up here on the Alfa Romeo of NZO. Just goes to show how stylish the Alfa Romeo is of this era. A blue flag. No doubt the marshals are waving for NZO as Matt Titus goes into turn 22, hopefully holding on strong. Just barely holds it out of the barrier down into the start-finish straight. And NZO goes into the pits. I wonder if he has damage. As Leo passes him on the front straight. Now, there is probably a required pit stop here with fuel. On these cars, each one takes a different amount of fuel. They all have different engine sizes, different engine configurations, and different fuel tanks. So it could be a complex scenario. Now Leo almost 9 seconds behind Matt Titus. I'm sure running low on fuel. Leo is now, the car has to weigh just a little bit less, and it probably grips on those tires ever so slightly less. More weight on the wheels makes it easier to catch yourself. Of course, more weight also means more mass to control. Matt Titus drifting around effortlessly through the Solitude S's. Ooh. Oh. Okay, Leo going through. Matt Titus. I don't know these guys' names. I know Leo. I'm a dumb American. I don't know how to speak Portuguese. So I call P5 Obi. That's his name to me. Matt Titus going on great. Leo just 10 seconds behind. Matt Titus building a gap on P2. Honestly, it's a fantastic drive around this course with such a uncontrollable car. Uh-oh. Getting messages. Ooh. There we go. On board with Leo. Now, almost 12 seconds behind Matt Titus. I don't know if Leo is slowing down on purpose here, or if Matt Titus is just giving a fantastic drive. You could see him on the stream, just pose, stoic driver, no emotion whatsoever, completely focused on this drive right now. Yeah, the brown goggles, the white suit, completely fashionable to go on with such a staple of the great country of Italy that is the Ferrari of Matt Titus. P1, of course, Leo in P2. Oh, not gonna lie, he's a little uglier. heading on down the back straight, Leo and Mad Titus are. Let's follow a entire lap with Mad Titus. His fastest race lap so far of the session is a 3:01, as Leo is a 3:03. Holding on tightly, just using all of the track on turn 2. Heading on down now into into turn 3, heavy braking zone. This one I seem to find the most trouble with. Takes all of the curb and heads on up towards the San Francisco hill. Catches the oversteer just perfectly as he hammers on uphill. Josh Brooks now still 22 seconds behind Leo. That makes me think that Matt Titus is just giving it his all right now, trying to build as much as a gap. Maybe he knows something that I don't. I'm sure he does. Maybe he knows that his pit stop delta is going to be much longer than Leo's. I don't know. I don't know anything really. I'm just a yank from across the ocean here, commentating on just a spectacle of racing back here in 1953, 51. I don't know. We didn't have calendars back then. Matt Titus hammering on downhill through turn 16 up into turn 17. Holds on well. I think he's just giving a fantastic lap after lap here, folks. Let's look through the rest of the field. Mark is 45 seconds behind P3, and Obi is just 8 seconds behind Mark of P4. Matt Titus hammering on down towards the Melco hairpin, hopefully not breaking and locking up his brakes. No, he holds on well, rotates the car perfectly, catches the oversteer, hammers on down towards Fisherman's Bend. Let's see how Leo takes through this hairpin. Once again, a lot of PTSD here. I'm sure he's definitely going to be a little upset, but he takes it completely perfectly once again. Let's see how Josh does it. Now this driver right here from England, I'm sure has the most turmoil when he comes up in between these two tight barricades of Macau. He takes it well, brakes in a straight line, turns in at a slow speed, catches the asphalt with those tires, and hammers on down towards Fisherman's Bend. Mark of the BRM Type 15, hammering on down through turn 16 up towards turn 17. And Leo goes through the start-finish straight as Josh Brooks just now goes onto the straight after Fisherman's Bend. Leo takes turn 1 beautifully, holds on well, leaves a little bit of room for error on the exit of turn 1, heading on down towards turn 2. Gonna lift slightly, perhaps downshift into third. Holds on well, keeps a good margin for error on the left side of the car. You don't want to touch that barrier, especially in these open-wheeled, tight little cars. Going on down to turn 3, heavy braking zone into a right-hander, second gear, first gear, turn in later than you think, hit the curb, and hammer on down in first gear. Now remember, you're in first gear, so you can't just hammer on the gas, especially in these cars with these skinny tires, or you'll slip out on the rear end. Going on uphill, you can definitely put on all of the power here. Just be careful because you have a tight braking zone. Once again, a right-hander going into turn 7, and then a left-hander tighter into turn 8, and then almost a hairpin, just a 90-degree right of turn 9. Just trying barely to keep up with Matt Titus, the all-star here today, who did a 3 minutes, a 3:09. Oh, my Steam thing came up and blocked his time. Okay, he goes on down through turn 16. Let's check back in with Leo on what looks like a flying lap through turn 14, combined with turn 15, going on downhill a large left-hander, almost not even not really even a turn, just a weird straight going into a heavy braking zone, turn 17. Really, it feels like all of these right-hand corners are just heavy braking zones in these cars. Oh, Matt Titus barely keeps it out of the wall in the Macau hairpin. Let's see how Leo takes this hairpin. Once again, it's probably my favorite place to watch these cars traverse through these tight little labyrinths of Macau. He takes it well, leaves lots of room for error on the exit. Intentional or not, I don't know. Let's look back in with the Brit of Josh, the old, the royal family sympathizer of Josh Brooks. Brakes heavily, turns right, and takes a beautiful line through that hairpin. Mark coming up towards the hairpin, slightly behind, 53 seconds now behind P3. Definitely we have two races going on here, as Obi is just 6.5 seconds behind Mark. Mark heading through turn 16 into turn 17, slow corner off camber, it looks like, up to a uphill braking zone, right hand corner, 90 degrees almost of turn 18. And then you're gonna take almost an acute turn through 19, just a real technical part of the track here, looking for that exit, trying to get the power down as quick as possible, but not too early as you hammer on down towards Macau hairpin. Careful of that power you just put down. Brake as late and as quick as possible, brings it all the way on the inside, and just barely taps the left hand side of the wall, whereas Obi's coming on behind, searching through, trying to get a line, making up time now, 4 seconds behind Josh Brooks. Josh Brooks 20 seconds behind P2. Leo now 16 seconds behind P1 of Matt Titus in the Ferrari, the brown cap of Matt Titus, stylish as ever, stoic, no emotion. He is dead on the inside, and you know that makes the best drivers here at Macau. Obi now just sees the bright rear end of that Type 15 going into turn 1 right now. Let's follow him for a lap, heading down the front straight, heading towards turn 2 for 5th gear on this car. This car must have 5th gears. Technical marvel for the time. Downshift into 4th, hold it tight, just barely touch the wall, lose quite a bit of time, sadly, for Mark. Up back into 5th gear. Obi now 6 and 8 behind Mark, going into turn 3 now. Takes a lot of curb and heads on up to turn 4. Matt. Now, it appears to me that all these cars are still on the same lap, with the exception of P6, who has retired from the race, it looks like. I think so. Yes, disconnected. His visa has expired here for Macau, so now this is a 5-car battle. In last place, OB just 6 seconds behind P4 of Mark, who is 60 seconds behind Josh Brooks, the Brit, going into the Fisherman's Curve right now. It looks like Fisherman's Bend, sorry. And up with Leo now on start-finish straight. Going through turn 1 leaves lots of room for error. Quite smart, especially in these cars. I'm sure there's not a lot of time to gain. Bringing it all the way out of the track limits, because of course if you bring it out too far, you hit a wall. Going through turn 2 does the same, leaves a great margin for error. Just one lane separating him from these walls, traveling at 220 kilometers an hour. breaking down into turn number 3. Turning in just at the right time, hits the curb but not too much. Going into turn 4. Careful to put the power down in first gear right now. Going on up second gear through San Francisco Hill. Just try to put down as much power as you can right now. Holding it through tight and steady through these just tight and technical curves that we see. And of course, this tight right-hander going into the Solitude S's. These winding technical paths, almost like your intestines that are going to be churning on up if you were brave enough to drive these cars through this track. These drivers are, though. Of course, they have no emotion whatsoever. They don't even flinch. They have goggles, but who needs them? They don't have eyes. These drivers skydive without parachutes. They're just mad lads. Going into turn 15, Leo drives downhill, tight left-hander, into a braking zone. Turn number 17, slight oversteer, barely taps that padded wall on the left. Hopefully a very little amount of damage going on. We're struggling uphill now through just after turn 18 into turn 19, going through the Melco hairpin. Tight left-hander going downhill now. It's a bit of a gentle downhill, but it's still significant. Taking a right corner all the way through the hairpin, and of course the gravity of the earth helping you accelerate towards Fisherman's Bend. Let's check with our race leader, Matt Titus, just now drifting through turn 22, heading towards start-finish to set up his 12th lap or 11th lap. Going up. Through turn 1 into turn 2 goes Matt Titus, and the Ferrari 4th gear does not downshift up into 5th gear on this Ferrari 125. I think so. Matt Titus starting in first, back into first after a small hiccup in the first lap. Ooh. Up through San Fran, going into the technical right-hander and then left-hander. You gotta catch that slide through that right-hander to get yourself ready for that left-hander before drifting through that tight right-hander of turn number 9 up to the Solitude S's. A left-hand corner, blinding by a wall before a medium-speed right-hander going through these essentially blind S's. You can't see much of the track due to these crash barriers on either side of you. Downhill goes our race leader today at Macau into turn 15, hammering on uphill, trying to hold on, trying to build a gap between him and Leo of P2, who is now going through turn 14. 24 seconds behind the race leader on the 11th lap of the Macau Grand Prix. Matt Titus in the Ferrari 125, braking heavily into the Melco hairpin, turning right, using all of the track on the left-hand side, and then using almost all of it on the left-hand exit, hammering on downhill through Fisherman's Bend. Leo going through turn 19, leading up to Melco hairpin, understeers slightly but catches it, and then leads with some oversteer on the exit, hammering down towards the entry of Melco, turning right through bus stop and slamming on the gas, I'm sure, with just a little bit of care, and trying to keep the car from rotating in first gear. up into second, down towards Fisherman's Bend. Matt Titus back at the start-finish straight once again with a 2:59.59, one of the fastest laps here of the race. A qualifying lap Matt Titus did of a 2:58.4. Qualifying on pole position at the start of the race, the first lap. Unfortunately, Leo and Josh overtook Matt Titus, slightly putting him behind for a couple of laps before a small bit of contact between Josh and Leo. Oh, Matt Titus locks up his wheels going into turn 3, holds it on well. Great save for Matt Titus. Going through turn 3, up into turn 4. I'm sure he's losing some of that tread on these skinny tires, putting down the high horsepower of these cars, at least back in the day, what they had. Oh, and it looks like Leo has gone into the pits. I'm not sure if it's for fuel or tires, but definitely the first pit stop of the race, it looks like. Perhaps that's why Matt Titus seemed to pit. Oh, and Josh is in the pits as well. 2 Ferraris in the pits. Of course, Josh now leaving the pits, it looks like. Back up into second place, I'm sure. Almost a minute and a half behind the pole position of Matt Titus. Matt Titus, of course, is going to have to pit as well. We presume, though, he might have been doing some fuel saving. Who knows, but with his pace, I find it difficult to be able to fuel save whilst putting down such impressive laps around these streets. Josh Brooks in second going into turn 3. Enzio of the Alfa Romeo back on track towards turn 3. Leo P3 going into turn 2. And Mark of the Type 15, the BRM Type 15, and Obi in 5th place. At last, following Mark, just 3 seconds behind. Matt Titus going down towards Fisherman's Bend. I'm gonna be really curious if he's going to pit. There's a lot more smoke coming from his tires. And he does not pit. He stays out once again for another lap. I'm not sure if he's going to stay out for this entire race. Only 10 minutes remaining. About 3 laps of this thrilling Grand Prix. Oh. Josh Brooks out of the pits. Just about a minute now behind Matt Titus. Maybe Matt Titus has lost a bit of pace. He clips the wall on the inside of turn 2 and hits the outside of turn 2 on the exit. A little bit of damage there. I'm sure that's a high-speed corner right there in 4th gear for these cars. Hopefully he's able to nurse the car back into the pits. It looks like Josh might be able to make a move depending on how long Matt Titus needs to be in the pits, as he's going down through the entry towards Fisherman's Bend. Matt Titus up in the S's on top of the mountain. It really does look like he's lost a bit of grip, yet his pace is so well still. However, this lap might be a little bit slow with that small incident in turn 2. But thankfully he kept it out of the rotational disaster that could occur when you hit a wall in one of these cars. Alright, up through turn 15 goes Mad Titus. Let's check in with the battle for P4. Obi and Mark now just a second apart. Fascinating stuff. Obi half a second behind towards the front stretch of this track, coming up on the Alfa Romeo of NZO. This could be a small bit of strategy here for Obi, trying to find a spot where he could pass Mark without then being held up by the Alfa Romeo. But of course, he also needs to pass Mark of the BRM Type 15. Keeps it out of the wall just barely. Matt Titus, I'm sure, is jealous of that little bit of driving from Obi, as Matt Titus is going down out of Fisherman's Bend towards the start-finish straight. Once again, curious if he will be pitting. Obi and Mike navigate turn 3 quite well after passing the Alfa Romeo of P6, the Alfa Romeo 158, it looks like. And Matt Titus is in the pits quite quickly. It's a little nervous for those poor pit crew, but Obi and Mark battling right now for P4. As Mark tries to hold him off, just barely. Just barely able to hold him off. Side to side. Obi overtakes Mark on the inside of turn 14. Mark spins the wheels. I'm surely plagued with emotion right now after losing that position from P4 down into P5. And Obi just drives away with it, unhindered by the traffic ahead of him. And let's see where Matt Titus is. He has left the pits now, still in P1. A fantastic pit stop strategy from our pole position and pole leader of Matt Titus in the Ferrari. And Mark hits the wall, poor thing, in the Melco hairpin, as Obi drives away with his position that he earned ever so earnestly from Mark. Leo in the middle of these two battles. Josh Brooks going down towards turn 3. Just a minute now behind Matt Titus, who is on his 14th lap. Leo goes through turn 1 with ease, leaving all the space for just a little bit of error. One of the few things that Matt Titus could learn from his competition. Matt Titus drifts through, heading towards the infamous Melco hairpin, a cause of a lot of drama on this race. The Alfa Romeo heads into the pits. Mark is in the pits of the BRM Type 15 and exit swiftly out towards the track. Obi now only 30 seconds behind P3. Is he able to get a podium? Probably not, unless something happens with one of the leaders of this race. Matt Titus now heading out of Fisherman's Bend off his locks up going into turn 22 just a little bit, but holds on well. It's hard to tell what's intentional with these drivers and what's just a well curated and repaired mistake. Mark heading through turn number 3 uphill towards San Fran. Obi holding on well, hits the wall ever so slightly, sadly, in turn 14 as he traverses through Oh, I'm sorry. Turn 13, one of them. Yeah, they all look the same. Some of them go left, some of them go right. But some of them go downhill. Now he's in turn 14. A easy left-hander into another easy right-hander. You know what? I'm lost. No, that was turn 12 and 13. I need to work on this. Turn 15 now, for sure. Yes. Right? Going downhill. Obi is. Leo in the Melco hairpin in P3. Josh Brooks seems to have overtaken. No, Josh Brooks sadly spins on the exit of turn 22. This is fascinating stuff, people. The whole world gasped with that small little mistake from the poor Brit. The Queen is rolling in her grave right now as her country is tarnished for the small mistake. I've never made any mistakes. Nope, I've gotten every single turn correct this race. I would never make a mistake like that. Leo heads through turn 22 without a problem. And OB 30 seconds behind Leo, going down towards Fisherman's Bend. Mark in 5th place, just about last if you don't count the Alfa Romeo, who must be having technical problems with their car, as all Alfa Romeos do. Matt Titus in 1st place, did a 320 on his pit stop lap. Normally he does a sub 3 minute lap time. A qualifying of 2 minutes and 58 seconds. He rotates it perfectly through the Melco hairpin and hammers on down the straight towards Fisherman's Bend. A windy, somehow straight, almost lapping P5 of Mark in the Type 15. Obi heading down towards turn 3. Leo, I don't know where this is, folks. I'll be honest. I think this is turn 10. Let's see. Yes, turn 10. This is, without a doubt, turn 10 into turn 11, then turn 12, and after that, turn 13, which Josh Brooks is in turn 15, now turn 16. Once again, one of those straights that is technically a turn into a tight right-hander, turn 17 with a uphill braking zone into turn 18, heading towards Melco hairpin. And the Alfa Romeo spins on the exit of turn 22. Much like poor Josh in P2. He turns it around well. Luckily, no traffic anywhere close to him. Nearest traffic is Josh Brooks at the Melco hairpin. He gets it to a stop well, turns in great, and hammers on downhill towards Fisherman's Bend to grab some fish and chips, matey. Matt Titus hammering up through what looks like San Fran. Definitely San Fran Hill. Going through turn 8 right now into tricky turn number 9. Maternity Bend is the nickname of this corner. Why it's called that, I don't know. Maybe because it screws a lot of drivers. I don't know. I don't make the rules. Through turn 11, linked up with turn 12, holding on well, rotate the car. A lot of oversteer, it looks like, in these cars compared to a normal car. A large slip angle, if you want to get technical, into turn 15 downhill, just easily to build a lot of power. You got gravity and the power of your engine helping you, but of course then it works against you as you're going into turn 17, trying to slow the car down up towards turn 18, uphill, helping you brake ever so slightly. Bit of oversteer on turn 18 towards turn 19, a very awkward, acute angled corner, almost a hairpin, but just not barely so, because this corner right after Macau hairpin, turn number 20, is one of the tightest hairpins in the world. He slows it down, uses all the track on the left hand side, goes towards the bus stop and rotates it around the inside wall perfectly and with ease. These drivers really make it look easy. Almost coming up towards Mark in P5. Leader is now on their final lap. Ooh, yes, this is the final lap. Heading towards P22. R bend. I don't know why it's called R, but he just needs to make it through this one corner, keeps it out of the wall, barely oversteers, and hammers down towards the start-finish straight. It looks like the winner of the Macau Grand Prix is Matt Titus of Spain. A big congratulations, the pole setter of the first inaugural race here at Macau, and here the first race of Revival Racing League wins after a small upset on the first lap. Now let's look to P2 of Josh Brooks, holding it on well right now. It looks like in going into corner number 19, that acute hairpin, very hard to get correct, and going towards turn 20, sadly a bittersweet end, as he knows that this corner is one where he could have potentially accidentally thrown away a win, messing up earlier on in the race. I don't know. I didn't really see. I just saw, I think he spun out. He heads down towards Fisherman's Bend. Still a P2 on the podium. A great finish for Josh Brooks of England in the Ferrari 125. And Leo of the Ferrari 375 heads towards Fisherman's Bend, right behind the Alfa Romeo. Josh Brooks takes P2 of the Macau Grand Prix, and Leo takes P3, and Enzio takes P6 in the Alfa Romeo, as Obi is now heading down towards the hairpin, the Melco hairpin, a beautiful corner, as I've covered many times during this race. Takes all the space on the inside and heads down towards Fisherman Straight, just hoping to hold on. 15 seconds separates Mark. Mark is, I'm sure, praying for a small mistake from Obi. At this point, I'm sure something fell here in the studio, folks. I'm sure Mark is waiting for a small mistake from Obi, as I'm sure Obi's beautiful overtake is well fresh in the mind of Mark. Obi goes through the last corner of the course and down towards the start-finish stretch. Comes P4 in the Ferrari 125, and Mark, the last one to finish, goes through corner 22 and down towards the start-finish straight to take P5 here at Macau. A fantastic race here today. A big congratulations to our podium of Matt Titus, Josh Brooks, and Leo Maniguchi. Manny Gucci. I'm sure he'll be able to buy lots of Gucci belts with the large winning prize of the podium here at Macau. Thank you for watching, folks.